Madden has some crazy matchups to predict, like the return of Micah to Jerry's world, or which team will start 1-3, the Ravens or the Chiefs. Let's find out. Alrighty guys, welcome back to another episode of ZA Productions. Today we are predicting week 4 with Madden 26. Last week I did not look too hot in my predictions. I can get my exact record, but I think I was around 8-8. Last week Madden did not predict week 3 because my recording just glitched, so I wasn't able to post it in time, but we're back this week and I'm pretty excited to bring the series back. But before I dive in, I just want to say if you guys aren't subscribed already, please hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out a lot, guys. And yeah, without further ado, let's dive in and see what Madden has to say. Okay, so I did sim last week, but yeah, the recording, like I said, was pretty whack, so my mic got messed up. Anyways, besides that, we're just going to look at these matchups real quick before I, start simming. We got Seattle and Arizona to kick off week 4. Should be a solid divisional matchup. The Cardinals need to rebound after last week. Well, then looking at our next matchups, we got the Vikings and the Steelers. Should be a great one. Some solid matchups. I think there's better matchups that they're more eye-catching this week than they were last week, even though last week was insane. It was witching hour. Oh my god, those games were insane. But, I mean, look at this. We got pretty solid ones. I mean, Detroit and Cleveland, that should be a blowout. The Commanders and Falcons should be a great one. Should be a prove-it game for Atlanta after getting beat 30-0 by the Panthers. Brutal. Panthers versus Patriots. The Philadelphia Eagles, though, and the Buccaneers is going to be such a good one. I cannot wait. That should be America's Game of the Week. Actually, should be America's Game of the Week is the Ravens and the Chiefs. That is going to be whichever team loses that game is going to start 1-3 for the year. That is crazy considering how good both those teams are. But I think the Chiefs will start 1-3. I just their offense is looking so bad. But we also got some really other good ones. I mean, the Colts and the Rams should be another really good test for the Colts, but I think they're legit. Got the Packers and the Cowboys. I think Micah is going to go for 300 sacks, honestly. Jets and Dolphins. It's going to be the toilet bowl. I mean, yeah, some pretty solid matchups this week. But I'm going to quit wasting your guys' time. Let's just dive right into them. Now, heading over to Sunday night in Arlington, Texas, where we'd have the Cowboys facing the Packers, where Micah would be having his homecoming to Dallas. His favorite team growing up. And I can tell you this is going to be a great one. Micah having his revenge tour over the team that would not pay him for whatever reason. I would not be lying. The score would be 6-7 at the 2-minute warning where we'd stop simming. Interesting enough. But the Packers would have the ball and be attempting to make a game-winning drive down the field. Unfortunately, they were driving down, so the score would likely not be 6-7 for much longer. And that would be the unfortunate truth where Josh Jacobs would score a touchdown with 30 seconds left, and it would give Dak one more chance to move this ball down the field, which would end up not going in his favor at all, as he'd just throw a pick, doing what Dak does. And yeah, that he would seal the deal, and that would be the end of Dallas. Micah would end up winning, and Jerry Jones would absolutely look like a fool. So yeah, let's move on to our next matchup between the Chiefs and the Ravens. And this would be a very disappointing matchup if you love shootouts, but it would be a good matchup for America, as the Ravens were putting BTA to the Chiefs. America was winning, I can tell you that. But unfortunately, the Ravens wouldn't score a touchdown this drive, as they had every other drive. They're just going to have to score a field goal. But they would go up 24-23 on the Chiefs. You love to see it, don't you? The Chiefs would end up getting something going very late into this game, though. It'd be the fourth quarter where Travis Swift would get a touchdown and make the Swifties happy, but it'd be too late. The Ravens had already done the damage, and it was basically damage control time for the Chiefs. The Ravens would get one more touchdown, with Derrick Henry being the workhorse this game, and make it a 31-10 final. You love to see it. But without further ado, let's dive into the rest of our matchups. Alright, now taking a look at our other games, we got the Seahawks and the Cardinals. Kicking off week 4, I think this should be a good matchup. I think this is a realistic score. Both teams are looking pretty evenly matched, honestly, so I'm not calling out Madden on this one. I think this one's fair. Alrighty, now heading over to our second international game this year. It's going to be in Ireland between the Vikings and the Steelers. Wow, I think this one's pretty realistic. I think the Vikings looked amazing last week, but they beat up on a bunch of backups. So I don't know. That Steelers team is looking like they can win one-score games right now. I'm not hating them, but we'll see. I think I'm taking the Steelers in this one. I think this is very fair prediction. Now heading on over to Houston, where the Titans are projected to put BTA to the Texans. I don't think this is realistic. I think the Texans will win it, but I will say the Texans are looking very, very bad so far. Heading over to Detroit, we got the Browns versus the Lions. Yeah, the Lions are probably going to win this one. Enough said. All right, now heading over to New York, where the Chargers and Giants are going to be playing a 1-point game. I don't think this is going to even be remotely close. This Chargers team is looking legit right now, and yeah, the Giants look god-awful, so we'll see. But I think the Chargers are going to put BTA to the Giants. All right, now heading over to Atlanta, where the Commanders and Falcons will be fighting in basically a dogfight. Should be a solid matchup. We'll see if that Falcons team is legit, but Madden's saying the Falcons are going to win it. I don't think so. I think Atlanta looked horrific last week, and I think I was wrong about them. So I think the Commanders will win this one. Alrighty, now heading into New England. The toilet bowl of the week. The Panthers and the Patriots. Two teams just looking terrible. It's going to be a very good matchup is what Madden's saying. 24-20. We'll see. I think just both teams will not look good. The Panthers are really terrible. Same with the Patriots right now. Until the Patriots get figured out offensively, they're not going to be good. All right, this is kind of my first WTF prediction that Madden has. Saints over the Bills by 4 points. This is not happening. And like I said, the Eagles and the Bucks would be a good one. It's going to be a 3-point game is what Madden's saying, and I think it's going to be just as good as advertised. Alrighty, so Madden is saying that the Bears are going to have their turning point after that Cowboys win 31-14 and beat the living hell out the Raiders. So I'd love to see it. According to Madden, the 49ers are going to be 4-0. I would love to see this as a Niners fan, but we'll see. Jaguars are not that good of a team right now, so it's realistic. And again, as a Niners fan, I'd love to see this one. The Colts putting BTA to the Rams and making it a 2-score defeat. Oh, I'd love to see it. It'd be so amazing. Now heading on to our first Monday night doubleheader game. We got the Jets just beating the Dolphins to a pulp. I mean, like, it's not even close is what Madden's saying. I don't even know if this is realistic, I'm going to be honest. This is going to be another toilet bowl, in my opinion. All right, if Joe Burrow was playing, I'd actually really want this matchup to be good, but Joe Burrow's not playing. I'm not watching, probably, so it's whatever. Should be a okay game. Alrighty, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Madden's Week 4 predictions. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll be posting my predictions for Week 4 shortly after this video is uploaded on probably Shorts and TikTok. So yeah, go check it out if you guys want to see my predictions. Anyways, that's going to do it for today. Have a great one, guys. Peace out.